there's a lot of people talking about what God has told them, or, their vision or whatever. So I had a fuss with Alua. It's been some years ago now. But I was in agreement, finally. He kept saying that I needed to come onto the mountain and pray for the people from there. I kept telling him that I could do more good one-on-one. And he kept telling me, no, the best way to do it is to come to the mountain and pray from the top of the mountain. To get down there in it and end up dying would not be good. That I should come up on top of the mountain. Now, at that time, I was living in Livingston, and I was living in Houston. I thought of Livingston as on top of the mountain because it was so high, much higher than than Houston. So now I live on top of this hill, 138 feet higher than Houston, and I'm going. I don't think God was talking about Livingston. I think he was speaking of something higher. Because this is not a mountain. I think he's thinking of something higher. I'm going to leave it at that. But that was when I was studying the 4 dire judgments. And who knows? It may be at the door. A lot of people believe it is. We get this glare. Well, just come on then. I had a book on top of my curtain so it would stay where I wanted it. And now that I want it somewhere else. Okay. Good morning to you, Tammy. And Def says 4:30. Not 4:30 for me. It's afternoon. But thank you for coming on and saying hi. So, some people want to tell you that it's the end of the world and they think that it's going to help you change and make a good decision. And the other people want to tell you, till they're blue in the face, that something that I've figured out a long time ago on my own, but I couldn't figure out why, is if in the last days the word is going to be scarce, if in the last days the word of God is going to be scarce, then the CHURCH was definitely not going to be the thing. I mean, there was going to be a great tribulation where the word of God was going to be scarce. There's so many BIBLEs that you can't even get a different. You can't get what you need. And I'm going, so there's got to be some kind of hitch to this thing. We've got to be in the rock you to sleep, dance you to death, chant these words, and go back home and go to sleep kind of thing about the church, right? So then I found this, the BYNV. That's the book for me. I stand upon the Word of God, the BYNV. It didn't come easy, but the first thing I started noticing is if you really dig in this word, Christo, you would find out Christo is some kind of pagan crap that that the people in Hollywood play with. And you want to be just the best you ever wanted to be. You want to be with God the most, right? You love God the mostest. You want to be the hostest of the mostest of the God, right? And so you keep on following this trail of the 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 Cristo, right? And then you find out you don't want the Cristo. Ooh, 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 gross. I mean, everything about Cristo is gross. If you've ever looked it up, okay? Something about they've got things about don't eat too much or you feed the dragon. Don't enjoy sex too much or you feed the dragon. I mean, what in the heck are you talking about? So that's when I found out his name isn't JC. It isn't Jesus Christ. It is Yahusha. And that was a long journey because my first vision, out of the body vision, was JESHUA. And then skanky chair. Okay, well, my chair is a $3,000 chair, but it's stanky. It's a $3,000 chair. I just like to lean forward. Okay. Um. I live on a farm. If you ever live on a farm, you'll find out that what's on the outside of the house is much more important than what's on the inside. But you live on the outside, and you survive the winter on the inside. So, that's for all the people that have a comment to say they can tell I live on a farm. That's all right. That's all right. Anyways, none of that's going to matter very soon. This is fixing to be Matthew chapter 8. I just wanted to witness a minute for all those that's the deal. I thought God's idea is that, or Alua, his idea is that I pray from the mountain for the people. My idea is to go lays hands on anybody that is not full of crappy religion and heal them and lead and turn them toward Yahuwah. And a lot of other people are trying to tell you that the sky is falling, and it really is falling. But that's not going to change you. Nah. Other people want to tell you, like I just told you, that the church is a part of the Antichrist, and that's not going to change you. What's going to change you is read the true scriptures to you. That's the only thing I think is going to change you. Because though you cannot be saved without the hearing of the word. So here's the word. Matthew chapter 8. And when he came down from the mountain, large crowds followed him. And see, a leper came and bowed before him, saying, Adonai, which means master, if you desire, you are able to make me clean. And stretched out his hand. Yahusha touched him, saying, I desire it. Be cleansed. And he leaped. Immediately his leprosy was cleansed. And Yahusha said to him, see, mention it to no one, but go your way and show yourself to the priest and offer the gift that Moshe commanded. Wait a second. He told him to keep the Torah. Go offer the gift that Moshe, has commanded, right? As a witness to them. And when Yahusha had entered Kefar Nahum, a captain came to him, appealing to him, saying, Adonai, in other words, master again, right? My servant is lying in the house, paralyzed, grievously tortured. And Yahusha said to him, I shall come and heal him. And the captain answered and said, again, Adonai, or master, right? I am not worthy that you should come under my roof, but only say a word, and my servant shall be healed. For I too am a man under authority, having soldiers under me. And I say to this one, go, and he goes, and to another, come, and he comes. And to my servant, do this, and he does it. And when Yahusha heard, he marveled, and said to those who followed, truly I say to you, not even in Yisrael have I found such great belief. And I say to you that many shall come from east and west and sit down with Abraham or Abraham and Yitzchak, which is Isaac, and Jacob, which is Jacob, in the reign of the Shemaim, but the son of the reign but the sons of the reign shall be cast out into utter darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And Yahusha said to the captain, go, and as you have believed, so let it be done for you. Did you notice he slipped in there about the rain, that many shall come from east and west and sit down with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? In the reign in the Shemaim. But the sons of the reign, the ones that are reigning right now, right, shall be cast into the darkness. Or could it mean people that are sons of God that don't make it, right? But it says the sons of the reign. And Yahusha said, okay, I already read that. And his servant was healed that hour. And when Yahusha had come into the house of Kepha, he saw his Ashah's mother lying sick with inflammation, and he touched her hand, and the inflammation left her, and she arose and served them. And when evening had come, they brought to him many who were demon possessed, and he cast out the ruachs with a word, and healed all who were sick, that it might be fulfilled, that it might be filled that was spoken by MatithYahu, that's Isaiah, the prophet, saying, He himself took our weaknesses and bore our sicknesses. And when Yahusha saw large crowds about him, he gave an order to go off to the other side. And a certain scribe, having come near, said to him, Teacher, I shall follow you wherever you go. And Yahusha said to him, The foxes have holes, and the birds have the heaven nest, but the Son of Adam has nowhere to lay his head. And another of his Talmud said to him, Adonai, which means master, first let me go and bury my father. But Yahusha said to him, Follow me and leave the dead to bury their own dead. And when he entered into a boat, his Talmud followed him. And see, a great gale arose on the sea, so that the boat was covered by the waves. But he was asleep. He was sleeping. And his Talmudim came to him and woke him up, saying, Adonai, or Master, right? Save us. We are perishing. And he said to them, Why are you afraid, you of little belief? Then, having risen, he rebuked the winds and the sea, and there was a great calm. And the men marveled, saying, What is this, that even the winds of the sea obey him? And when he came to the other side, to the country of the Girgashites, two demon-possessed ones met him coming out of the tombs. Very fierce, so that no one was able to pass that way. And see, they cried out, saying, What have we to do with you? And Yahusha, son of Elohim, have you come here to torture us before the appointed time? And at a distance from them there was a herd of many pigs feeding, and the demons begged him, saying, If you cast us out, send us into that herd of pigs. And he said to them, Go. And they, coming out, went into the pigs. And see, the entire herd of pigs rushed down the steep place into the sea, and died in the water. And the herdsmen fled, and went away into the city, and reported at this, and about those possessed by demons. And see, all the city came out to meet Yahusha. And when they saw him, they begged him to leave their borders. You know, every time I've ever read that in the KJV, it was one guy that came out that had a legion of demons. And then you read the true scriptures, the BYNV. That's the book for me. It says there were two. That's what it says. Two Demon-possessed ones. God bless you. You can tell I'm tired. I've had a long day. And yes, you are, again, the only one watching the stream. That's okay. Many other people watch later. This is... You should come to San Diego. Or maybe San Diego should come to Texas, right? God bless you, and you have a good night.